China has stepped into the Greenland debate, calling on the US to respect international law and cautioning against unilateral moves. Beijing stressed that the China threat should not be used as a pretext for Washington's ambitions.
China has made clear its position on Greenland on many occasions. International law, based on the purposes and principles of the United Nations Charter, is the foundation of the current international order and must be upheld. We urge the US to stop using the so-called China threat as an excuse to pursue its own interests.
And now, the so-called threat itself has entered the conversation. From Moscow, the Kremlin says it is closely watching what it calls an extraordinary situation, pointing out that Greenland is legally part of Denmark, while noting Washington's disregard for international law.
Like the rest of the world, we have been following the situation around Greenland and note that the situation is quite contradictory. We proceed from the assumption that Greenland is part of the Kingdom of Denmark. We have heard statements from Denmark and Greenland that Greenland isn't up for sale, and we also heard statements from Washington that it's formulating offers to purchase Greenland in some form.
Moscow goes further, suggesting that the crisis reflects a deeper breakdown of rules that once governed the Western alliance, as the US openly sidelines international law and NATO unity fractures.
The situation is unusual, I would even say extraordinary from the point of view of international law. But on the other hand, President Trump himself has said that international law isn't a priority substance for him, and so the situation is developing on some other trajectory, and we will be watching, along with the rest of the world, which trajectory.
It's no longer just US President Donald Trump. The entire White House political machine is now mobilized, backing a Greenland takeover by hook or by crook. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent has openly argued that America must take control, not rely on allies, framing Greenland as a future war trigger.
We are not going to outsource our national security. We are not going to outsource our hemispheric security to other countries.
Bessent claims that any attack on Greenland would automatically drag Washington into conflict. His solution is blunt: preemptive control, under what the Trump administration calls peace through strength.
And if there were an attack on Greenland from Russia, from some other area, we would get dragged in. So better now, peace through strength, make it part of the United States, and there will not be a conflict, because the United States right now, we are the hottest country in the world, we are the strongest country in the world.
The White House line goes further. Greenland, officials argue, cannot remain under Danish control. Sovereignty, they say, is meaningless without military power. That case is being made aggressively by Trump's top policy enforcer, Stephen Miller.
Greenland is essential for America's national security. The new domain of international competition is going to be polar competition.
Miller accuses Europe of exploiting American power, arguing that US taxpayers have carried Europe's defense burden for decades. His message is clear: Greenland is a bad deal for America, and Trump will no longer accept it.
They want us to spend hundreds of billions of dollars defending a territory for them that is 25% bigger than Alaska at 100% American expense, but they say while we do this, it belongs 100% to Denmark. It's a raw deal, it's an unfair deal, and most importantly, it's unfair to the American taxpayer, who have subsidized all of Europe's defense for generations now. American dollars, American treasure, American blood, American ingenuity is what keeps Europe safe and the free world safe. And Donald Trump's insisting that we be respected, Sean.